For about a year now, I've been struggling with productivity, or at the very least, I feel like I haven't been at my most optimal. For a lot of you that don't know, I've been learning how to code. And with that comes a villain that I didn't think I'd expect for a while. AI. So we all know it's coming. We're basically looking at a bogus Bunsen bean level threat. And what are we going to do about it? It's inevitable. A lot of billionaires are putting money into it. You know what? I kind of don't want to say it's inevitable, but at the same time, it's like, why wouldn't you invest money into automation that you could save money from? And that's really how I've been feeling lately. Like, I have the fear of that coming. There's gurus and teachers and courses. There's a lot of information out there. And me trying to learn independently, I'm still trying to piece things together, but it still feels like one big avalanche that I'm trying to organize together. I'm really trying to get an understanding, get some kind of logical conclusion out of this mess. And time again, I find myself just struggling. I feel like the worst of it came during Easter earlier this year. I remember working all the way up till the day of. We were off, luckily. And I just remember waking up late, rushing to get ready, and I just broke down. Like, I just wanted to just stay home and not be bothered. I just wanted a day to myself. And it's weird because that's a day that you could spend with family, but I'm at a point where, like, I don't want to disappoint my family. And there's a lot of different mindsets that go into that. Like, you should be able to do it for yourself. You know, this is your learning path. This is your road that you have to walk and conquer. But man, I love my family. I'm not trying to disappoint my family. You know, like, it's weird, but that's how I felt. And like, I'm not going to say I feel like a complete disappointment, but I do feel like my path has been shifting a lot lately. In the beginning, my mindset was, hey, let's get your coursework done, make sure we get some networking done, get some projects done, and start applying for jobs. That education first mindset made sense. It was very similar to a traditional college route. The only difference was that I didn't have to pay out of pocket for that. Fast forward, I'm doing research now, and it's like, oh, there's no way you can get a job just from education alone. There's no way, you know, if you're doing this, you're doing it wrong. And it's like, what do I have to do? Like, I'm at the point now, and I'll be honest, like, I'm at the point now, I think the only way to truly get to that position is to get projects done that are of value to people and use that as my resume. For example, a lot of guys were talking about running your own entrepreneurial business. And in my mind, it's like, that is an option, but I think a better path for myself will be to just showcase. Right now, I'm trying to learn front end. So just to be able to showcase that I can build a working landing page, something within the front end realm, showcase that and then display that as my resume. Or if I'm able to, like, network with a local company and I check out their website, like, update their website in a way that is functional and user friendly. Like, first off, coding is hard. It's like trying to tie your shoe in the dark, but if you mess up, your whole house explodes. It's something that you have to stay on top of, and it's a constant learning path. Another thing that I've learned is that, like, just focus on one thing instead of trying to focus on a lot of things. So I'm learning stuff on the way, but I'm not putting action towards it. And that's what the issue of analysis paralysis stems from. You just learn as much information as you can, hoping that you'll be prepared to take action, but you never take action. And I feel like I've been stuck in that place for a while. It's not tutorial hell. I mean, it could be tutorial hell. It's not even tutorial hell because I'm not watching a tutorial to get for my code. I'm watching news updates to see if coding is even an option in the future. And long story short, I think it will be. I think as AI develops, there will be three things that will matter: complex problem solving, creativity, reasoning. Reasoning was my third. I think AI is becoming more able to reason. Two things for sure: complex problem solving and creativity. I feel like AI will get to a point where, let's use videos, for example, or making movies, for example. In the beginning, when we were making movies, it was like an army of people that had to, like, make sure the film was correct and and manually cut it themselves with scissors. Instead, now we have DaVinci Resolve, where you're able to take a bunch of clips and put them together on one application. I feel like coding will be the same thing. We'll be able to take a bunch of different pieces of code or have AI assist with different pieces of code, and then we'll put them all into one application like DaVinci Resolve. From that point forward, we'll see what happens next. My mindset is if coding doesn't work out, you guys are going to get content of me fixing toilets or something. You know, like whatever happens at that point for anybody that gets their job taken from AI. And I'm not saying that's a guarantee, but let's say that situation happens. You got to be able to adapt. You got to be able to put food on the table for your family. You got to be able to make sure that your kids have a roof over their head, have air conditioning. It's people out here that don't have air conditioning, but they go into the club. Let that sink in. I'm just saying though, like for me, I need air conditioning. So all in all, man, I'm just gonna keep going down this path. There's a saying, die on your own sword. I'm gonna do that wholeheartedly. I just don't see myself doing blue collared work, but if I have to, I will. So we're just gonna keep pushing down this path. For further context too, my goal as a coder is to provide a user-friendly application as their online presence, kind of like a Sims house. Easy access for people to come in and get the value that they are seeking to find. At this point, if my world crashes and burns, you guys will roast marshmallows. That's just the way I see it, and that's how the internet has been playing for all of these years. You know, at this point, I might as well document my progress. I might as well show you guys what's going on. Shout out to my Twitch family. It's 5 of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all was watching the live streams and commenting on there. I'll put the Twitch link in the description. At GT3 Project with 2 T's. You know, I'll end it off with this. I think this is a part of life. All of this that's happening right now, all this uncertainty that's going on. I feel like this has happened before. Our great-grandparents definitely didn't know that the first 2 world wars were going to happen decades before it even happened. I feel like a lot of people didn't know Rome was eventually going to fall. This is just a technological advancement that we actually have the history and the forecast to prepare for. It's little preparation, but we'll, you know, those that will survive will thrive. Those that sink will be on the brink of, I don't know what else to rhyme that with without sounding super dark, but but yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking down this developer path. I'm just gonna be like Phineas and Ferb and start making shit that people actually give a fuck about. That's the way I'm really gonna see it. But thank you. I'll see you guys later.